So it was really a blowout win for Biden in Arizona, Florida, and Illinois. Biden leading by 40 points in Florida. And it's kind of not a question as by how much does Biden lead in percentage points, because we know that. However, we're looking at how much delegates he's going to get. And it seems like he's very much on track to get the delegate count to get the nomination. Now, it was notable he came out and gave a statement from his house in Delaware last night amid the coronavirus fears. Normally, during a major win like this, he would obviously be having a huge rally, but we live in different times now.
Our campaign has had a very good night. We've moved closer to securing the Democratic Party's nomination for president. And we're doing it by building a broad coalition that we need to win in November.
Senator Sanders did not come out and give a statement. Instead, we heard from his campaign manager, Vashekar, who said earlier today that he would assess his campaign, but before that, he was going to focus on the coronavirus response.
What these latest polling numbers tell me is that the nomination looks pretty clear for Joe Biden. Particularly when you look at these polls, both the Hill polling and some polling that Ipsos has done recently, in the context of last night's primary victories. Now, of course, as we all may know, some primaries were canceled because of coronavirus, but 3 states still held their primaries, including the ever important state of Florida, which has a large number of delegates up for grabs. And Joe Biden won all 3 primaries last night. So when you look at this polling that shows Joe Biden gaining 55% among registered Democrats, our Reuters Ipsos polling that was released yesterday shows something similar, with over half of registered Democrats supporting Joe Biden as well. It tells me that the Democratic base is starting to coalesce around him. We've seen over time in Ipsos polling that healthcare is the number one concern for Democrats. When we ask that in our weekly Reuters Ipsos polling, healthcare has risen to the top of the list for Democrats for months. And right now, most Democrats think that Bernie Sanders is having the best approach to healthcare compared to Joe Biden. So there is acknowledgement and support for the Sanders approach to healthcare, and there is recognition that healthcare is an important issue in the Democratic field. However, healthcare pales in comparison to the issue of electability, that is, who can beat President Trump. So what this tells us is that though healthcare is an important issue, this primary is not necessarily about the issues, though Bernie Sanders and his supporters are certainly a little bit more policy-oriented and are focused on issues like healthcare. However, what this primary comes down to is whoever can beat President Trump. Full stop. That is what Democrats care about, and that, I think, is what is starting to more and more shape their views and shape how they're voting in these primary elections.